Hello and welcome back to the EPL Digest, your daily Premier League news in bite-sized chunks. We're just going to do a bit of a transfer window update on all the rumours and transfers that have gone through. We're only a week into January and there's already been quite a lot of movements and a lot of rumours circulating the Premier League, so we're just going to go through them today and hopefully your team features in the video. Anyway, if you do like today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more Premier League information. And with that being said, let's get into it. Yeah, so we are in the opening week of the January transfer window and there's been a lot of in and outs regarding the Premier League teams and a lot of interesting rumours have been circulating in recent days as well. And let's start off from the top. Phillipe Coutinho has agreed to return to the Premier League for Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa on loan, with a potential buy of 33 million at the end of the season for the 29-year-old Brazilian, if all things go well. And getting him on loan is also great news for Aston Villa because they can assess if he can handle the Premier League's demands and make a decision at the end of the season if they want him. I think it's a great bit of business for Steven Gerrard. Gives him that key creator in and behind Ollie Watkins and Ings, and just basically if he doesn't get the nickname magician, as Steven Gerrard's already alluded to, for nothing. So if he can replicate anything from his Liverpool days, I'm sure Aston Villa have got themselves a steal there, and then they've got the ability to sign him or not sign him at the end of the season. So win-win for Aston Villa. Coutinho gets some game time. Newcastle United is next on the subject. They have been busy. They've confirmed one signing, as we know, and that's Kieran Trippier. It's going to be the world's worst kept secret. It's rumoured to be between 12 and 15 million for the England international. And the 31-year-old has said that he hasn't come for obviously a financial benefits. He's come for the project. And I'll leave it up to you. Would he have signed for Newcastle United if they hadn't been taken over? Only time will tell by his performances. But either way, it's such a statement signing for Newcastle. But, people have talked about obviously the calibre of player that Newcastle can sign, with obviously the fact that the tip to go down unless they change things dramatically. And this kind of statement signing does give them that. There's also Coutinho that's on the radar for them as well. I think that'll be a great buy because in today's football, fullbacks are so important, and having two Premier League proven fullbacks on the books is going to give them a good chance of staying up. And it's not just those two fullbacks that have been linked with Newcastle. Apparently they're in for Adama Traore. It would be a great signing for Newcastle. He would definitely bring something to their team, especially with St. Maximin on the other wing. And yeah, overall I think it would be a great move if they did get over the line. And there's one more from Newcastle that keeps cropping up and just doesn't seem to be going away, and that is Anthony Martial from Manchester United. Apparently back on their radar. Not much else to go off, but yeah, that's Newcastle wrapped up. Now, nothing certain. There are some rumours coming out of Old Trafford that Anthony Martial might not be the only one headed out the exit door. Apparently a lot of fringe players who aren't getting game time are obviously unhappy with that and are looking for a move this January, and being top of that list is Cristiano Ronaldo. Apparently the Portuguese superstar is considering his future, and that's how it's being put. United appear also to have put a last desperate bid, apparently, to keep Paul Pogba at the club, offering the French international an eye-watering £500,000 a week. Now that has got to be someone talking absolute crap, because if Man United are going to pay him 500 grand a week to stay, there's something seriously wrong with that football club. He's played near no football over his current contract. He's earning an absolute wedge. I'll be honest, I don't think Man United need him. I don't think he's good enough, and for 500 grand a week, I'm sorry. I'm sure Man United fans will agree with me when I say that, but that'll be a waste of their financial resources. Watford have been the busiest in the window so far. They have signed Hassan Kamara from Nice. They've signed Samir from Udinese. They've signed Maduka Okoye from Sparta Rotterdam. I've not heard of him. And today they have confirmed a 4 million capture of Edu Kayembe from Belgian outfit Eupen, I want to say it's pronounced. And it's only 4 million for the Congo international. He adds, by the looks of it, he's a highly rated midfielder. He's only 23 years old, and 4 million is it's one of those risk-free transfers for them. But Ranieri has certainly given this a good go to stay up this season. And you know, if these transfers work out, I'm sure they'll have a good chance of doing that, because they have looked great in games. And I suppose it's just about getting more quality in and around that team. But yeah, Watford giving it a good go. Rafa Benitez has been busy on Merseyside. He's signed Nathan Patterson for 16 million from Rangers, and he's also brought in Vitaly Mykolenko from Dynamo Kiev for an undisclosed fee. Next up, Arsenal are in a strong position to sign Fiorentina striker Dusan Vlahovic. In terms of a fee and salary, the Gunners battle Tottenham, Man United and Juventus for the Serbian's signature. You know, Mikel Arteta is looking for a new striker, as it looks like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's future in Arsenal is very uncertain. And while Lacazette and obviously Nketiah contracts are due to expire in the summer, he needs to strengthen in that area. And yeah, apparently the Gunners are pushing for him. And you know, it was only a few years ago, Liverpool and the likes of Man City were linked with him, and you know, he scored 18 goals in 22 games this season. So he would definitely bring something that Arsenal are struggling with, and that is, you know, a goal scorer that can score 20 plus goals. And you know, he comes with a lot of plaudits, you know, coming out of Italian football, and I've been looking at him because obviously Liverpool were linked with him last summer, and yeah, you know, it'd be a great signing for Arsenal if he got that over the line. You know, the Serb's contract is up in 2023, and it's likely that he is not going to be renewing that. So the tabled bid, I'll put it in quotes, is 46 million plus Lucas Torreira, who's currently at loan at Fiorentina. So, but that's probably a lot of people adding 2 and 2 together and hoping that they get 4. But anyway, yeah, Vlahovic looks like he's on Arsenal's radar. Liverpool are apparently close to clinching an estimated £60 million deal for Porto star Luis Diaz. There's a lot of rumours circulating this today. I personally, as a Liverpool fan, cannot see FSG spending 60 million in January. And I definitely probably can't even see them spending 60 million in the summer. Maybe there's interest from Liverpool, but I don't think for that price point Liverpool will be making any moves unless they move on a lot of fringe players for around about that fee. And to be honest, there's a lot of rumours around Liverpool for some reason this January transfer window. Nothing certain. The only thing that's certain is out, and one of them is Nat Phillips. Now apparently there's a bid for 7 million come from an Italian team, but Liverpool are hoping that we can get about 15 million for him. And to be honest, you know, there's a lot of defenders out there who aren't as good as Nat Phillips. I personally don't think. I think Nat Phillips is very underrated, and even at 15 million I think it's quite a snip. You know, he's a 24-year-old. He's currently out injured at the moment, but when he has played for Liverpool, he's been fantastic. And I'd only say whoever did actually get him is getting an absolute bargain for 15 million. And yeah, he looks like he's certain on the, you know, certainly on the move. Also, I think Joe Gomez has been rumoured as looking for a loan deal, because obviously he wants to play in the World Cup in the summer. And you know, I think it's fair enough. Aston Villa have reportedly been interested in him, and you know, as a loan. And I think it'd make a, you know, great bit of business for both teams. You know, he shores Aston Villa's defence up, and he gets the game time that he needs to obviously push for that World Cup squad. And also, you know, from a Liverpool point of view, just at this moment in time, Matip's fit, Konate's obviously fit, Van Dijk's fit, and he's just not getting a sniff at the moment. And I do feel sorry for him, because we won the Premier League with him as our main centre-back alongside Van Dijk. So if he did go on loan for a few months just to get a bit of match fitness, he has had a long-term injury, it would be great for both teams. And last but by no means least, apparently according to Sky Sports, Gini Wijnaldum is keen on a Premier League return this window. You know, the former Liverpool midfielder wants to play regular first team football, and you know, he has been linked with a move back to Liverpool, and a lot of people kind of suggest that ship has sailed. But obviously Liverpool's recent performances with our ageing midfield. But the problem is, we didn't want to pay Wijnaldum 150 grand a week to stay, and he's currently on 300,000 or 310,000 at PSG. So the likeliness of PSG giving him to Liverpool or anyone in the Premier League for half the wages, I'm pretty sure they'd rather have him on their books. So I think that's a non-runner, unless Newcastle were going to go and blow them out the water for a Gini return. But yeah, that is the last on my little list of roundups so far this window. And you know, in a week or so, may bring an up-to-date video for everybody. So if you are interested in obviously more Premier League content, don't forget to hit that like button for me. It really does help out this channel. Subscribe for all your latest Premier League daily news in bite-sized chunks. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take care.